Hey guys, welcome back. We have some crazy news, some crazy, I guess we'll still call it rumors at this point in time, but we got some very convincing screenshots here. Asmodee, the Dutch distributor for Pokemon, has announced, or supposedly, allegedly announced, the Van Gogh promos will return. So I would like to thank Porsche Design for the screenshots we'll be taking a look at today. Share those with me after a little conversation, some conversation in the Rattle Discord. If you're not in the Rattle Discord, you probably want to join the Rattle Discord. It's free to do so. It always will be. Come on in. It's a good time. So we're gonna recap here before we translate these bad boys. I'm gonna do my best to translate these with some slight assistance from Google Translate. We're gonna use Google Translate. Spoiler. So the Van Gogh Pikachu, what an absolute mess of a promotion, a mess of an event, a mess of everything that possibly could go wrong. It was poorly planned. Pokemon Company, you messed up. You didn't set up the museum for success. You didn't set up your own website for success. Well, that's not really a surprise because your website is an absolute mess. I'm sure they know that. The thing crashes anytime there's a desirable item on there. Anytime there's a release of some kind that people are going after, the site becomes unusable by everyone except for the bots, apparently, that buy up everything, or try to. All right, so start to finish, absolute disaster. You guys have seen it. There's countless videos on the channel here. If you want to check those out, I'll link them down in the description. I think it's probably about time we make a playlist for the Van Gogh Pikachu nonsense. We had the extreme rush and fight over buying out the museum items. We had the Pokemon Center almost immediately being bought out, a restock that lasted less than a couple hours. All of the very janky Pokemon Center website things that go on, they all went on. It was not obtainable. It was very hard to obtain. It was not a fair release. Even after they restocked, it should at least be on there for like a week or something. That's my opinion. But again, we'll see. Maybe that's all going to change. Maybe you gotta remember, it can happen. More Van Gogh Pikachus can definitely happen. It wouldn't surprise me if they end up back on the Pokemon Center website at some point. So the price, of course, it spikes like crazy because everyone is worried they're not going to get their favorite little Pikachu with his gray felt hat. And we end up with counterfeits all over the place. Sealed counterfeits, graded counterfeits, counterfeits that your mother has on her sofa. Maybe your grandmother. Your grandmother has on her sofa that are a doily version of the Van Gogh Pikachu. We had a data breach on the museum site. So the museum is wild. They didn't set the museum up for success. They know how these like pop-up Pokemon things go. They should know that there's going to be a giant line. There's going to be people that are going nuts. And if there isn't some sort of system in place that makes sure that like there's a line, there's people getting in, you're going to end up with people jumping over each other, grabbing whatever they can because they think the items are super exclusive. They ended up being way more exclusive than they should have been. Again, it should be a scenario where people are able to get the things if they really want to. If they're around and they want to purchase it, it should be available. I'm not saying that it should be available forever. They don't need to make so many that they never sell out of them at any point in time. I'm probably forgetting some details here, but just know this is an absolute show of the shit. It's a mess. It's definitely a mess. So I've said it previously. I've said it multiple times previously that it wouldn't surprise me if more Van Gogh Pikachus appear, if they release more of them at some point, and it definitely looks like they might be. We got examples of this. This is not the first. This is not my first rodeo. This is not your first rodeo, probably, if you're watching the channel here. We've been in some rodeos before. You want some examples of why I think that these things could be re-released, why I always thought that they could be re-released. We have Futsal Pikachu. This is the prime example of the Pokemon Company can and will release anything they want to, and you can't predict it. You can't predict it. So buying Futsal Pikachu, the big old, this thing was like $2,000 at one point in time and dropped to $20 because it was supposed to be exclusive to players and I think maybe the staff as well for the youth futsal leagues. So they had like every opportunity to make an awesome promotion that basically paid for the players to play. You could have had like these expensive cards. You sponsor a player essentially. You pay for his league fees or whatever. If it's $100, they could have done that. They could have. I'm not saying that Pokemon should come out with promos that are $100 all the time, but that would have been a cool thing. And then I guess there's a limited amount of players, so I don't know if that would work or not. But it's got to be better than whatever happened there. The secondary market absolutely exploded, and anyone that was holding on to these bad boys, anyone that purchased these things at $1,000, $2,000, got absolutely shafted. That's not a good experience for even a flipper dipper, but again, or anyone that was like, I need this Pikachu. There's only so many of them. I need to buy one for my collection. You get burned on $2,000, and the Pokemon company's like, oh, voila, don't worry about it, guys. We're gonna print these to the max, and they'll be available to everyone at game stores like the other Futsal promos were. That's not a good feeling for anyone involved, I don't think, other than the people that wanted it, that were patient, that waited for it, and it showed up. Again, it probably wasn't. It's hard to say. It's hard to say exactly, but things usually, even if they're hyped to the max, like they're probably going to come back down to some extent after people are no longer looking for the little Pikachu kicking the Pokeball soccer ball. Maybe that's just me. So, you want more examples? Pokemon Center stamped Squirtle, which to a lesser extent, that was re-released, re-available, wouldn't surprise me if there were more. It was back on the Pokemon Center, but you had to buy the 151 Ultra Premium, and you get a Squirtle with each one. Those went through the roof. Those were available again. I guess it's kind of a different example, but we have special delivery Charizard for the people that were buying these bad boys when they were stolen, when they were not released yet. Those were very expensive, and then voila! Now they pumped those bad boys. They were available for a long time, maybe even a little bit too long, I think. I think they might have overdone it with the Charizard, but it doesn't surprise me that they did print those to the absolute max. But then people lost interest. As time went on and as they became more available and as they weren't expensive, people were like, you know what? I don't want this free Pokemon Center Charizard. But I don't understand the people that weren't buying them. You get like 1 week per address and IP and whatever payment method. If you're going to be buying Pokemon product anyway, instead of going to Walmart and wasting your money, you could buy it on there. Or even better, you could support a small game store like psapikachu.com. There's a lot of stuff. Anyway, let's get into the important part here. We have Asmodee of the Netherlands, the old your games distributor. And this is the weirdness that is going on here. We have the announcement that they sent out to their stores that were buying from them through their accounts. Allegedly, again, I am not one of those accounts. If anyone else can back this information up, can confirm or deny this information to any extent, or if there's any follow-up on it, please do let me know. Let's translate this bad boy, though. So here we have it. It says, sign up for the unique... This is going to be poorly translated, okay? For some reason, Dutch to English isn't going to be perfect. It says, subscribe to the unique Van Gogh promo card activation. Sign up for the unique Pokemon Van Gogh activation. We offer you the unique opportunity to receive the special Pikachu X Van Gogh Museum promo card. In honor of the Van Gogh Museum's 50th anniversary, Pokemon and the Van Gogh Museum have entered into a collaboration to introduce new audiences to the work of Vincent van Gogh. It's Van Gogh. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. My apologies to all the art experts and to Vincent himself. How can you take advantage of this unique opportunity? When you order a minimum of 3,000 European dollarinos in available Pokemon items, you will receive 100 Pokemon X Van Gogh promo cards. So that's pretty wild. So it's being used as an incentive by a distributor in order to sell more product. Now, I don't know if this is their decision to do it this way, or if this was like discussed with the Pokemon company. I don't know if this is going to happen in the United States. I don't know if it's going to happen in Canada. I don't know if it's going to happen anywhere else. I don't know. I can't 100% confirm, again, that this is a real thing. I don't know how many they have. I don't know if it's like an unlimited thing, that they have just a billion of them. But again, it wouldn't surprise me if they end up back up on the Pokemon Center. Apparently, the prices have already dropped in the Netherlands. Not financial advice whatsoever. Guys, I just want everyone to be careful. We're sharing the information. I want everyone to be careful. We do have the email chain here from none other than Porsche Design from the Discord. And I guess before we should say, for full transparency time, I want everyone to be careful. But this is not investment advice. I'm not saying that there's going to be a lot of them. I'm not saying there's going to be none of them. I'm not saying there's going to be some of them. I'm just saying I'm showing what I have here. Be careful. This is not a pump and dump. I currently only own one single copy, and it's in my binder forever. It's the binder copy that I need for my set, for my promo set. That's it. If they're available from Pokemon Center again, or from game stores or whatever, I'll probably buy more. Because there's probably some stuff that I want to buy on the Pokemon Center anyway. So then why not get some promos while I'm at it? So do what you want. I'm not touching these things on the secondary market. I haven't been. I wouldn't have been before this, and will not be afterwards. This is not me trying to scare anyone into selling, into buying, into anything like that. I'm not touching this thing. This is out of my comfort zone. We have the Porsche design. We have a little bit of a confirmation here with the emails. I blurred out the emails. I blanked out the emails because I don't want anyone sending emails to anyone. Please do not harass anyone or contact anyone. You can probably add Porsche design in the Discord general chat if you'd like to talk to him. So what do we got here? We have a nice little email out. We're going straight back to the translate. I did get a translation from Porsche Design, but also it's just the Google Translate is pretty much saying the same thing. So basically just a confirmation check that says, hey, is this correct? Because it is shared, etc. Basically, it's been shared around. It's been in groups. When stuff like this leaks out, it leaks out. People are going to get their hands on this. They're going to share the information. I mean, now the cat is especially out of the bag with the video that we're making here. But now we got the response. The response here that says, good morning. It is correct that we have sent this mailing. Sincerely. So there we go. It seems like it is a thing. And this is some recent news. This is yesterday that he got the response back. But I'd say this is a pretty good indication that there are going to be more of them. Now, I have no idea if this means that they're gonna open the floodgates. Not saying any of that. Do not know. But just be aware that it could be a thing. Stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Again, I think it's in everyone's best interest. I think they kind of ruined the event already. The Pokemon Company kind of ruined the event already in the fact that it should have just been pretty available, even if it was like only a week, even if it was a couple weeks. I think a couple weeks is probably fair that people are able to order these things, that they're able to get all the products that they wanted on either from the gift shop or from Pokemon Center. I think if the stuff was available at the same time on the Pokemon Center website, then less people would have been jumping over each other and just going crazy, grabbing everything and trying to buy anything that they possibly could, because again, you can't make anything too limited, especially not a promo card. Promo card is kind of dirty. The special delivery Bidoof was a little bit of a dirty move, in my opinion. They're still trying to figure it out, I guess. I don't know how. They haven't adjusted a little bit better based on previous events. But this is the world we're living in. It's Pokemon Mania. But are we getting more Van Goghs? Let me know what you think down below. And join the Discord. For the love of God, join the Discord. See you next time.